Hello, my name is Jessica. I'm going to do a presentation on research and personality. So when we talk about research and personality, we are talking about a systematic study. And this systematic study is always aimed at understanding the structure and dimensions of individual differences in behavior with a focus, which could be maybe social cultural influences or environment and so on. So the topic for this presentation is the influence of personality on conflict management. And we start by saying that conflict is a natural part of human interaction. We have to deal with conflict at one point in life. And the way individuals manage conflict is actually influenced by their personality traits. Personality provides a stable framework for understanding how individuals behave, how individuals feel, how individuals respond to interpersonal challenges. So this presentation examines the relationship between personality construct, for example, extraversion, agreeableness, conscientiousness, neuroticism, and openness, and conflict management strategies. We'll talk about some of these like collaboration, compliance, dominance, and avoidance, depending on the personality traits of different individuals. So there is research discussed in this presentation highlights how personality influences conflict resolution, shaping outcomes in academic, workplace, and social settings. So this will help identify patterns in how different personality types handle interpersonal conflict and how effective conflict resolution contribute to psychological well-being. So in the next few slides, we're going to look at different studies done on personality and conflict management. We are going to look at the study findings, and we'll also look at how this study enhanced the well-being of individuals. So on to the first study, how early childhood educators resolve workplace challenges using character strengths and model character for children in the process. This is a study done by Haslip M. and Donaldson in 2021. The study findings, number one, educators used character strengths like patience, perseverance, and kindness to resolve workplace conflicts effectively. Teachers who demonstrated high emotional intelligence managed conflict better and maintained a positive work environment. And modeling prosocial behavior in conflict resolution improved children's emotional and social development. Educators with strong self-regulation skills were less likely to react impulsively in conflict. Conflict resolution strategies emphasizing empathy and open communication reduced workplace stress and improved teamwork. Now, this study, what does it say about enhancing the well-being of individuals? So in summary, we can say that this study highlights that using character strengths, emotional intelligence, and self-regulation enhances conflict resolution. This leads to improved workplace relationship and reduced stress. According to Haslip and Donaldson, educators who model positive conflict management behaviors contribute to both the well-being of the children and their own well-being. And by promoting empathy, patience, and open communication, individuals create a more supportive social environment, and this improves both personal resilience and collective well-being. As a result, these findings emphasize the role of personality traits in fostering a positive and psychological healthy workplace. So the next study, the dark side of conflict, the relationship between dark tetrad personality traits, and conflict management styles. Let's look at the study findings. Now, we find that individuals high in Machiavellianism. So the use of manipulation. These are very cunning individuals. And psychopathy favored dominance and manipulation in conflict resolution. Number 2, narcissist individuals competitive conflict styles, but sometimes used collaboration when their self-image was at stake. Third, sadistic traits were linked to aggressive and confrontational conflict strategies, leading to heightened workplace tension. And second last, dark tetrad traits correlated with lower use of compromise and collaboration, making conflicts more prolonged and damaging. Yeah. And lastly, high levels of these traits in leadership contributed to toxic work environment and increased interpersonal stress. What the study says about enhancing the well-being of individuals. Now, the study underscores negative impact of dark tetrad traits on conflict resolution, and it emphasizes the need for awareness and intervention. It denotes that it is important to understand how manipulative and aggressive tendencies escalate conflict so that organizations can implement training in emotional intelligence, ethical leadership, and constructive communication. It champions strategies to foster self-awareness and promote collaboration over dominance among individuals to mitigate the harmful effects of these traits. And besides, it necessitates individuals to encourage accountability and positive reinforcement strategies that help create healthier interpersonal relationships. And this will, as a result, of course, enhance collective well-being in both professional and personal settings. The next study, personality traits and conflict resolution styles of single and married individuals. Okay, so the study findings: extraversion and openness are positively related to integrating and compromising conflict resolution styles. Neuroticism is positively associated with obliging and dominating conflict resolution styles. 3, agreeableness and conscientiousness correlate positively with integrating, obliging, avoiding, and compromising styles, but negatively with dominating styles. Married individuals exhibit more adaptive and constructive conflict resolution styles than unmarried individuals. And lastly, married women prefer integrating and obliging styles, while unmarried men tend to use dominating styles. So what this study says about enhancing the well-being of individuals. This study is highlighting the role of personality traits in shaping conflict resolution styles. And it suggests that adaptive styles like integrating and compromising contribute to healthier interpersonal relationships. It says like married individuals, think particularly women, demonstrate more constructive conflict management, and this actually fosters emotional stability and well-being. The findings suggest that promoting self-awareness about one's personality traits can help individuals adopt healthier conflict resolution strategies. It also demonstrates how psychological counseling can utilize these insights to guide individuals towards more effective conflict management, and this leads to improved overall well-being of the individuals. So the next study, big 5-factor and facet personality determinants of conflict management styles. Straight to the study findings. Number 1, we find agreeableness and are positively associated with cooperative conflict management styles. Next, neuroticism correlates with avoidant and competitive conflict management approaches. Openness to experience is linked to integrative and problem-solving conflict strategies. Conscious individuals prefer structured and compromise-based conflict resolution. Facets of personality traits offer more precise predictors of conflict styles than broad big five. So what this study says about enhancing the study designates that understanding personality traits can actually improve conflict resolution skills, and this actually leads to healthy interpersonal interactions. So it means it encourages individuals to develop cooperative and integrative strategies, especially if they are prone to avoidance or prone to competition. And this actually reduces stress and enhances workplace harmony. So by fostering self-awareness, adaptive strategies, individuals can create environments where conflict are managed constructively, improving mental well-being and overall satisfaction in personal and professional relationships. So last but not least, we have the last study. This is done just last year. Relationship between personality traits of university students and interpersonal conflict resolution strategies. The study findings, number 1, 4 distinct personality profiles were identified among university students, influencing their conflict resolution strategies. And number 2, students with high extraversion and agreeableness preferred collaborative approaches. 3, those with neurotic tendencies lean towards avoidance or passive conflict handling. 4, highly conscious students were more likely to use compromise strategies. And lastly, the study found that personality profiles could predict long-term conflict resolution tendencies in academic and social settings. So what this study says about enhancing the well-being of individuals, this research suggests that teaching conflict resolution strategies which are tailored to personality types can improve student well-being. It necessitates in individual prone to avoidance to be involved in regular self-reflection and emotional regulation if they want to achieve healthier social interactions. So it's kind of advising universities and other learning institutions to implement targeted training programs to help students develop adaptive interpersonal skills. So this is going to reduce academic and social stress. And again, by promoting constructive communication and problem-solving approaches, students can experience increased confidence, they can have stronger relationships, and overall psychological well-being. So in the next 3 slides, we look at the results synthesis. Okay, so the 5 studies that we have reviewed consistently highlight the significant influence of personality traits on conflict resolution strategies. Number 1, they explain that the big 5 personality dimensions that we talked about, especially agreeableness, extraversion, and conscientiousness, are associated with cooperative and constructive approaches, while neuroticism often correlates with avoidance or competitive styles. Espinoza et al. 2023 and the study of Zhang et al. 2023. Number 2, they suggest that individuals with different personality profiles naturally gravitate towards distinct conflict handling behaviors. And therefore, they note that individuals should recognize these patterns and tailor interventions to promote more productive conflict management strategies. Number 3, they collectively note that training programs can enhance emotional regulation, for neurotic or highly agreeable individuals. This is making them form healthier interactions. The study of Marian and Tuliak of 2022. They also explain the next point. They also explain that knowledge of personality-based tendency leads to better team dynamics and better team dynamics between workplace and educational institution, which promotes constructive conflict management above destructive resolutions. The study of Lee et al. 2022. Number 5, the research shows that there is a distinct relationship that exists between dealing with conflict efficiently and total mental health results. If you don't deal with conflict effectively, then the individuals are not going to be stable mentally, and so they're not able to deliver effectively. They collectively show that stress lowers workplace satisfaction, while healthy relationships lead to collaborative and integrative conflict management. This is a study of Zhong et al. 2024 and Zhang et al. 2023. When individuals choose to steer away from conflict or use aggressive methods, they face higher anxiety levels together with social tension and dissatisfaction rates, Espinoza et al. 2023. So the use of positive conflict handling approaches lets people minimize emotional stress and improve their social relationships. Next, the integration of conflict resolution training at educational institutions and workplaces produces individuals capable of resolving conflicts effectively so they can improve their mental well-being, according to the study of Marian and Tuliak of 2022. So when they learn, when this is included in the training, they will learn how to manage conflict. They will learn that different individuals have different personalities, and one individual's standpoint may not be the same as another's. So next, they demonstrate that learning to resolve conflicts has essential importance to psychological well-being, since it establishes itself as an essential skill beyond professional needs. This is a skill beyond professional needs and has a lot of impact on psychological well-being as well. And we say that once individual is affected mentally, then the individual is not able to deliver effectively at workplace or even at school. Yeah. So the next slide focuses majorly on culture, and major cultural differences determine the way personality traits appear in situations involving conflict resolution together with well-being manifestations. So the studies indicate that people from different cultures tend to have different styles regarding managing conflicts with others. So culture determines whether members of collectivist societies should use compromise or avoidance when resolving conflicts, whereas people from individualist backgrounds prefer direct and assertive communication during conflicts. The study of Lee et al. 2022 and Zhong et al. 2024. Different cultures view open confrontation differently, since some accept it as beneficial for personal growth, yet others view it as disruptive. Marian and Tuliak of 2022. Lastly, organizations, along with educational spaces, can build culturally sensitive training platforms through proper understanding of different cultural backgrounds, effective communication among individuals. The study of Zhang et al. Of 2023. So next, and the last part of this presentation, we'll talk about the practical applications. The first one, personality-based conflict resolution training. And then we'll talk about integrating conflict management into mental health support. So let's start with personality-based conflict resolution training. Now, one of the real-life applications for improving wellness is for educational and corporate institutions to establish personality-based conflict resolution training as an approach to increase overall well-being for their communities. From the studies we had, it was clear that people with agreeable and stable personalities, they employ constructive conflict resolution, while those with neurotic personalities, they struggle with finding solutions. The study of Espinosa et al. 2023 and Zhang et al. 2023. Now, using personality-oriented training programs will allow people to build adaptive techniques through emotional regulation for neurotic individuals and assertiveness training for the conflict-avoiding participants. Besides, to resolve conflicts effectively, organizations must teach employees culturally appropriate methods that emphasize harmony instead of individual cultures that benefit from direct conversations. Zhong et al. 2024. Educational and workplace use of these interventions enable the improvement of personal connections between colleagues, as well as the decrease of workplace stress levels and increase cooperation. Lee et al. 2022. So is it important to integrate conflict management into mental health support? Yes. This is another practical application. Conflict resolution methods should be incorporated into mental health professionals in therapy and counseling practices, acting as an effective approach to increase client well-being. This is because healthy conflict resolution practices protect against stress and anxiety. Marian and Tuliak of 2022. Therefore, mental health institutions should focus on emotional control methods and problem solution strategies. Besides, the therapeutic approach of cognitive behavior therapy enables people to recognize unhealthy conflict patterns, which they can substitute with improved conflictual behaviors, Espinosa et al. 2023. Some people originate from cultures that discourage direct confrontations, so it is ideal for therapists to adapt their approaches to such individuals. Zhong et al. 2024. Finally, mental health initiatives in workplaces use conflict resolution methods to create peaceful work settings while reducing personal stress between co-workers. Zhang et al. 2023 and Lee et al. 2022. So that is the end of this presentation. It is important to integrate conflict management into mental health support, and personality-based conflict resolution training is also important. The next slide is basically on references that are used in this presentation, and I hope we understand now the use of the influence of personality on conflict management. Thank you very much.